Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Govberg Watches, and thanks for logging on. Today we are looking at the Audemars Piguet Millenary 4101, reference 15350OR. You can see this Audemars Piguet Open Escapement Millenary on our website, govbergwatches.com. And if you enjoy these videos, please subscribe to our app, Govberg On Time, for the latest news, views, reviews, and wristwatch multimedia. You can see on my wrist, 6 1/3 inches, 16 centimeters in circumference, the Millenary 4101, so named for its caliber, has a distinctive presence. It's a look rarely seen in high horology, or at any price point in the watch industry for that matter. The oval shape, wider than it is tall, gives the watch a distinctive stance but makes it wear far smaller than its nominal 47mm size. Now it's delightfully thin, being only 13mm thick. The double-stepped bezel and case flank does allow a sleeve to flow up and over this one quite easily. And impressively, from lug to lug, this watch is only 49mm, so 49mm from extremity to extremity. It doesn't have a tendency to overlap the edges of a small wrist. While my wrist is 16 centimeters in circumference, this watch could be worn easily without overlap of lug and wrist, down to a size of perhaps as small as 14.5 centimeters. Now the watch has impressive heft on the wrist due to the sheer size of the case, but it's remarkably evacuated, having an airy gossamer impression that's a polar opposite of Audemars Piguet's well-known Royal Oak offshore sports watches. While those are brutal, this one has a beautiful delicacy to it that endears and actually reveals more secrets with time, more details, more refinements, I may add, on both sides of the case. Now, Audemars Piguet cleverly incorporates conforming strap ends such that they do close the gap between strap and the flank of the case, but they do have just enough room to pivot such that they aren't flush to the case, allowing the strap to pull down straight around the curvature of a smaller wrist. So if you have that smaller wrist like I do, this is going to be an easy fit. And again, 16 centimeters is my wrist, but it's not the lower limit for a comfortable and secure fit of this Millenary 4101. The watch features a wonderfully flat caseback, so it sits secure, and with a slight cupped shape to the caseback, it even sits a little bit lower on the wrist than its nominal 13mm thickness. A high quality, minimally bolstered, monotone stitch brown alligator leather strap accompanies the rose gold case. It is alligator rectangular scale on the top with a supple calfskin on the bottom, and it's matched to a high-grade 18-karat rose gold Audemars Piguet deployant clasp featuring polished inset Audemars Piguet corporate initials. A beautiful piece complementing a beautiful watch, but it is the dial of the Millenary 4101 that's the star. This watch was launched in 2011, and undoubtedly, with the benefit of hindsight, this was the star and this was the revelation of Audemars Piguet's 2011 novelties. The Millenary, conceived in 1995, quite contrary to its name, never quite found its persona, never quite found its niche in the Audemars Piguet catalog until the debut of the 4101, and suddenly it had an identity, a following, and a buzz all of its own. The key is this caliber 4101. What it does is it takes the movement, brings it to the fore, giving you 90% of the benefit of a tourbillon, but at a fraction of the cost. The watch features layers. It features conventional caseback movement finish, albeit on the dial of the watch, where the hours, minutes, and seconds share equal billing with the escapement itself, free-sprung on a full balance bridge. This is a spectacular sight, and it's a clever way to differentiate the Millenary from the rest of the Audemars Piguet line. It becomes a watch that was somewhat misunderstood to arguably the purest expression of the mechanical engineering appeal of the luxury wristwatch. Not just the idea of a watch with a heartbeat and a soul, but with the readily accessible visage of that heartbeat literally worn on your sleeve. Now the caseback features a bidirectional winding system borne on ceramic rotors, ceramic rotor bearings. The ceramic bearings at center are unlubricated, of exceptionally high efficiency. The key is that they will, in the long term, be sealed for life, maintenance-free, allowing the bidirectional winding system to energize the 60-hour power reserve with ease without ever wearing down or necessitating the replacement of the rotor or the bearing, fixing one of the long-term Achilles heels of the mechanical watch, a problem vexing watchmakers since the 1940s, here resolved. Now it does feature all the traditional caseback finishing elements. The rotor itself, 22-karat gold, is emblazoned with the coats of arms of the Piguet and the Audemars family, Audemars Piguet being the oldest major independent watchmaker in Switzerland, still in the control of the founding families. That's an important mark of distinction, with circular Côte de Genève across the bridges and an immense and even engine-turned perlage pattern across the plate itself. This is a watch that is an absolute treat, absolutely scintillating on both sides. Now, it is an everyday watch, although it looks like some high horology science project. It looks like a concept watch. It looks like something that must cost 6, perhaps even 7 figures. The bottom line is it's far more accessible, and with that free-sprung full balance bridge, it's rugged and suitable for everyday use. This is a concept watch come to life, come to your home. You can see this Audemars Piguet Millenary 4101 and our entire selection of luxury pre-owned watches on our website, Govberg Watches. And if you enjoy these videos, please check out our blog and download our app, Govberg On Time, for the latest news, views, reviews, and luxury wristwatch multimedia.